tubing, Snapchatting, rumbling fucks. Shake your tits and swing your dicks, kids. You made it to another fantastic fucking Friday. Congratulate yourselves. Well, before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I read somewhere this week that and I'm not like one of these horoscope kind of guys, but I read something on my feed this week that they said the best libation for Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio. I was born in November, in case you missed the birthday shows. They say the best libation for Scorpios is whiskeys, more specifically Scotch, because it's smoky, aromatic nature best complements a Scorpio's intense and brooding nature. And far be it from me to argue with these astrological geniuses, because they're actually not fucking wrong. This one they actually got right. I happen to love whiskey, especially Scotch. So, tonight's libation is a nice, smoky, smooth Glenlivet 15-year-old single malt Scotch. One of my favorites. Neat, of course, because drinking Scotch any other way is just a waste of good Scotch. So, Azalu, to drink up and be somebody. Oh, that's nice. And I know what you're thinking. Tommy, that's a lot of Scotch. Yeah, it is. And I'm going to finish it because you know what? That's the kind of fucking week I had to this week, okay? It's just been... Oh, my God. Friday couldn't get here fucking fast enough. It's just been like a fucking nightmare of a week. I don't even know where to begin. I had to do a training, and I was like surrounded by retards all week. That's been my week. I had to do a training this week, and everybody that was in this fucking training, I swear to God, it's like they all got off the fucking short bus. I mean, they're dumb. Just fucking dumb. There's so many dumb people out there, I don't even know where to begin. Okay? One woman went to the bank, she never came back. We're still waiting. Okay? Another chick, she was one of these, like, I don't know what the fuck her problem was. Every 2 minutes, she was like, I can't sit because I had like 92 surgeries. All my pain. What the fuck you want me to tell you, lady? Like, I mean, I swear to God, like everybody was a fucking issue. So, on top of that, some fucking slanty-eyed son of a bitch fucking hit the side of my truck. He had my, oh, this cocksucker had this fucking, like, weird-ass, like, I don't know, this hitch on the back of his SUV, and they can't see, because they're like, you know, I mean, they're looking at it through fucking slits. So he was the only thing parked next to me yesterday, and as he pulled out, he was backed in, I was pulled in, and as he fucking pulled out, this fucking contraption caught the fucking rear quarter of my truck, scuffed it, put a little dent in it, and then broke my fucking taillight. And he just left, the son of a bitch, he just left. I found out, I knew who it was. So today, I went and grabbed him. And I showed him what he goes, oh, no, these fucking, these goddamn fish heads, they pretend like they don't speak fucking English until you grab them by the fucking Adam's apple, and all of a sudden they speak the Queen's English, you know? They like that. I can't tell you how many times that's fucking happened to me. I mean, you know, I don't know what stopped me from squashing this cocksucker's head like a fucking egg roll. I mean, seriously, I wanted to just flatten him like a dumpling. I had to be talked off the fucking ledge. Anyway, so yeah, that was my week. I mean, so in a fucking nutshell. And you know, it's funny because exactly the same time last year is when I broke my foot taking a shit. So I guess this is like the new pattern. Every year something happens. So this year it just happened to be the truck that caught the fucking brunt of it. I can't. So like I said, I needed a lot of Scotch today. Salud again. Well, as you can see, I'm back at home base. Okay, and it's good to be back home in New York, even though this week I wanted to. Part one of my killing spree almost started. So I just been catching up on everything else all week. But you know something? I have been paying attention to things. Okay? You know, the weather's starting to get warmer, except for today. Today's just fucking misery. But the weather's getting warm, and you know what that means. You know, people start showing more skin, and they lose all their skills, or any skills, or lack of thereof, in putting themselves together. So, you know, I do this every year. I guess it's going to be like an annual tradition. I'm going to have to give my tank top and feet disclaimer. So, gentlemen, if you're going to wear like a tank top, a wife beater, first of all, have some kind of fucking physique for it. Like, I'm not saying you got to spend 92 hours in a fucking gym. I'm not saying you got to be all jacked up, but at least, you know, don't be revolting. Okay? Like, I mean, if you're like all gelatinous, you got fucking moobs, you got rolls and shit, go with the t-shirt. Okay? You know? I mean, seriously. And if you, listen, I'm like part Wookiee, so I'm not, you know, if I didn't take care of things, I would look like Chewbacca. But I mean, Manscaped, if you got a hairy back and hairy fucking shoulders, take care of that shit, okay? Get like one of those, like they have them on Amazon. It's a back shaver. It's like a fucking electric thing, and you use it like this, and it cleans everything up nice. If you're gonna wear a tank top and all your fucking hair is coming out of you like the fucking Wolfman, that's not for you. Sunday, I was in one of my Italian joints that I usually hang out at. I'm sitting at the bar, and there's this fucking revolting creature sitting next to me with his wife. Okay, he was missing a tooth. He had a fucking tank top on. You could see all the fat. And then he had hair just coming. The hair touched my arm, and I fucking freaked the fuck out. I just looked at the owner and went, come here, get rid of this fucking guy before I do. Made the guy move. I just swear to God, he made the fucking guy and his wife get up and go someplace else because I would have fucking killed the two of them. I can't. So, gentlemen, again, if you're gonna wear a fucking tank top, make sure you're manscaped. Make sure you got the physique for this. Nobody wants to see your fucking moves. Okay? That's one. Two, especially if you're at the beach. Okay? If you're gonna go to the beach, guys, you're gonna take your shirt off. Again, manscaping. Nobody needs to be horrified. There's little children running around the beach. They don't need to have fucking nightmares that the goddamn Wolfman is coming to kill them. All right? Seriously. And then everyone, male, female, feet. The feet thing with the flip-flops and the slides and the sandals and all that other shit. Okay? I say this every year. You know, some people, as soon as the weather gets a little bit warmer, right away, they got the feet got to come out. The only time it's acceptable for a guy to wear any kind of an open-toed thing is if you're going to the beach. Okay, or maybe you're knocking around on a Sunday, some basketball shorts, again, a wife beater if you got the physique, but that's it. Flip-flops are okay. Slides are fucking dumb. Throw them out. You look fucking retarded. And then the men with the fucking Jesus sandals, you might as well just fucking castrate yourself. Okay, go transition into being a woman. If you want to wear sandals now, apparently it's acceptable. Go be a fucking broad. Okay? Guys should not wear fucking sandals, especially with pants, jeans. What the fuck are you doing? Socks. If you're gonna wear socks and a sandal, kill yourself. Seriously, just you don't know what the fuck you're doing, okay? And ladies, if you're gonna wear some kind of an open-toed thing, make sure that your feet don't cause people to need therapy. Okay, if you have like a nice foot, no bunions, no hammer toes, no claws, it doesn't look like somebody ran over your fucking foot with a dump truck, okay? Make sure your toes are nice. Nobody wants to see anybody's fucking yellow, gnarly, cornflake fucking toenails. That's fucking revolting, okay? If you got a nice foot, go ahead, display. It's nice. If it doesn't look good, okay, then you know what? Don't put it. If your feet are horrifying, keep your fucking shoes on, you nasty son of a bitch. Okay, that's one. Now, I didn't think I'd ever have to actually say this, but guys, ear hair. I mean, come on, guys. What the fuck are you doing? What happens to men at a certain age? They just give up on life. So, you know, again, it's never been something. I mean, you can see like a hair or two, you just poke it out with a fucking tweezer, you shave it, whatever. So I was, where the hell was I? Was I in Connecticut? I think it was Connecticut. Yeah, it was Saturday. I'm in a hotel. Well, you know, a hotel because I was doing a training, and there was a guy there. He's a waiter, older guy, and he had like fucking bushes growing out of his ears. I'm not even kidding. Like they stuck out of his ears this big. Like he had like a fucking plant growing out of each ear. Like, I mean, you could have grabbed it and braided it. I I threw up in my mouth. I said to him, wait a minute, you're a server? You serve people food? And he goes, yeah. I looked at the fucking manager of the place. I went, are you for real with this guy? I says, nobody. And I pulled the manager aside. I says, you let this guy serve food to people? I said, what if his ear hair touches someone? I says, that's a health code violation. He goes, yeah, but we're not allowed to say anything. I'm like, I can. I'll fucking tell him. I mean, just, why do you need someone to even tell you? If your ear hair is coming out of your face like that, you don't need anyone to tell you to shave that. You should just shave it. This is a lifestyle choice and one that is not a good one. So guys, if you're contemplating, letting your ear hair grow out or you just have ear hair, fucking shave it off. Nobody wants to see that. It doesn't serve any purpose. Holy shit. Okay? And then ladies, I didn't forget about you guys, okay? Now, this is the delicate topic nowadays because everyone, the minute you say something about someone's figure, they right away go, oh my God, you're fat shaming. I'm not. To each their own. Everybody's got their own type. Whether I agree with it or not, it's irrelevant. But FUPAS. For those of you that don't know what a FUPA is, it's the fat upper pussy area. It's like if you got a gut and it hangs down past your vagina, okay, that's a FUPA. Like if you got to lift something up to get to the fun zone, that's a FUPA. Now, some people have them. A myriad of reasons because they just can't walk past a fucking Carvel or a Baskin Robbins and go, no, maybe I'll just get a salad. No, they gotta go in there and have a sundae. So that leads to that. So, I mean, when you wear pants, you can't just have that shit hanging over your fucking belt line because it's gonna you're gonna trip over it. So what they do is they buy pants that are a little wider in the front and then they tuck their fucking stomach into their pant line. Okay, now, here's the problem with this. Again, if you have one, okay, somebody's going to love you. That's okay. But if you insist on... some people who have these things think that they're like a size 2 and they buy these really tight-ass fucking skinny fucking jeans where you can tell what kind of mood the person is in. Listen, they're called skinny jeans for a reason. I'm not skinny. I'm built like a fucking refrigerator. So, you know what? I buy regular fucking fitting jeans. That's what I do. So, again, if you have one of these things, you should buy the appropriate type of jean and it'll look fine. Okay? But if you insist on stuffing it in a tight-ass pair of skinny fucking jeans and eye-raping everyone, then you should at least decorate it. Okay, I mean, it's already making a smiley face. Again, Sunday, same day when I was horrified by the guy with the fucking backhand that touched me. After I got rid of him, a couple of chicks walked into the place, and one of them had one of these, had a FUPA, and she was wearing a fucking pair of jeans that were 4 sizes too small. So she had it stuffed in there, and you could see the line. It looked like her lower half was smiling at me, and I just thought to myself, you should at least put a couple of eyes or something, make it entertaining. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I mean. I get that you're embracing your fatness, and that's delightful. But come on, how many people have to suffer here? Okay, at least entertain me if you're gonna wear something like that, or just get pants that fit. Your choice. And lastly, and this is just getting worse and worse. The fake eyelashes, ladies, come on. Where are you going with these fucking things, okay? I mean, do you think they look natural? Who are you fooling? Nobody's eyelashes come this far off their fucking head, all right? I saw a girl on Monday whose fake eyelashes were so long she couldn't wear her fucking glasses. She had to put her glasses down here and her eyelashes were coming over the top. She couldn't see nothing. She's all fucking cockeyed, okay? I mean, they just look stupid. They really do. I hate to tell you, they look fucking stupid. I personally think that they're fucking ridiculous. Okay? They're just dumb. And I know they've been around forever, the false eyelashes. I never understood why. Okay, first of all, they fall off during sex. A good rigorous fucking is gonna knock those eyelashes off. You know how fucking ridiculous you look if one of your eyelashes fall off? Or if they're hanging? It's a fucking mood killer. So I know you're trying to do this to be glamorous, but it's actually having the opposite effect. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Stop with the fucking fake eyelashes. Just use the ones you have. Unless, like, you have no eyelashes at all, then you're going to horrify people. Buy, like, a normal-looking pair of fake eyelashes. So, FUPAS, fake eyelashes, and sexually harassed bald men. And away we go. So, right out of the gate, kids, your COVID special report. Well, this actually, forget COVID. It has nothing to do with COVID. We have a new thing to worry about. Monkeypox. Yeah, monkeypox. Now, last week, I came across a story about monkeypox in the UK, and I just brushed past it. I said, it's the fucking UK. They don't know what's happening over there. Well, less than a week, it's migrated over here. First, it hit Massachusetts. Now, someone in Bellevue's got the fucking monkeypox. This is the new thing we're going to have to fucking worry about now. Okay, and you probably wonder, what is monkeypox? Simple, you know, I mean, you get this urge to eat bananas with your feet, hang upside down and eat grapes. Okay? I mean, you start picking lint off of people and eating it. First of all, the one thing that everything has is flu-like symptoms. So the monkeypox apparently gives you flu-like symptoms. They don't even know enough about it to even, like, give you a full dissertation about, about the disease. I'm sure they'll come up with a medication where the side effects are worse than the actual fucking monkeypox. But, it gives you flu-like symptoms. So now if you start to experience flu-like symptoms, it could either be the fucking flu, the wolf flu, 1, 2, or 3, or now possibly monkeypox. Like, what the fuck is next? What's happening? Is it? I mean, is it gonna be the fucking end of days next? Like, I mean, these are the plagues that I think were in the Bible. I'm not even religious, okay? And I'm starting to see a pattern here. Somebody up there is just not happy. Okay, I blame the Democrats. They're probably not happy with them, so we're all gonna fucking suffer for it. Speaking of which, on another Biden blunder, well, you see the price of fucking gas this week has more than a farm. When I went upstate, when I went to fucking Rhode Island last week, it cost me over $100 to fill my tank up. Okay, just round trip, fucking ridiculous. And as a result of this, it's really starting to, this is what's really causing a lot of the supply chain issues. Like now, there's a baby formula shortage. I'm sure you've heard of this. What are we, in a third world country? We can't feed fucking babies now? That idiot Bette Midler goes, well, just breastfeed. Well, listen. People have mixed opinions about breastfeeding. They say it makes you smarter, it doesn't have any effect. I don't know. But some women just can't breastfeed. Like, they're just not making fucking milk. Some kids, because all these poor kids are fucking de-evolving, they might be allergic to breast milk. Whatever. Baby formula should always be an option. But now there's a shortage. And now what the fuck does this got to do with Biden and the gas shortage? You're probably wondering. Well, I'm going to fucking tell you. Because this fucking moron in Washington refuses to open up a fucking pipeline so that we can produce gas and bring the fucking cost down. Instead, it's going up and up and up. Companies are delivering less. So, like, baby formula companies are making less deliveries because they can't afford to, because of the price of fucking diesel fuel. Everything that you see in the store comes off of a truck. Trucks run off of diesel. Price of diesel's over $7 a gallon, I think, or over $6 a gallon. So, to keep the fucking cost of the product reasonable, because if you start gouging the product, that'll be the next problem. They make less deliveries. Not to mention the manufacturers that produce the products that, these baby formula companies need to make the fucking baby formulas are also making less deliveries. So it's a fucking vicious cycle, and that's what's creating the shortage. And it's all because of the price of fucking gasoline. Who thought this was going to be an issue? This didn't happen under any other fucking president, Republican or Democrat. Okay, they let this fucking Martha the farm into the goddamn White House. The results, we know what the result. But, they let him in, and it's just been absolute fucking chaos since day one. And, of course, he wants to blame Russia and Putin for the price of gas. And you know something? Fungal. The price of gas went up. Day one, the son of a bitch became fucking president. It has nothing to do with Russia. Russia didn't help. Okay, but it has nothing to do with Russia. If he wouldn't have shut down the Keystone Pipeline and let us keep producing gas, we'd still be enjoying $1.50, $1.75 fucking gas. And there'd be no recession, there'd be plenty of baby food, there'd be plenty of everything. Okay? And the solution is simple. Open a pipeline, let us produce some gas. No. They're hanging on to this fairy tale of green shit with electricity and all this other crap. And who suffers for it? Us. Okay? So, there you go. Another Biden blunder. This mort of arm. All right, kids. Get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. All aboard! Woo-hoo! First stop, the Bronx. Okay, so, no big secret. I was on the road all last week. You know, anytime you're going up, you got to go through the Bronx, unfortunately. Whether you go down the, the Whitestone to the fucking Hutch, or you take the Trogs Neck over the Cross Bronx, it's a fucking disaster either way. So, unfortunately, I took the second route. I went over the fucking Trogs Neck through the Cross Bronx Expressway. And last week I mentioned about that woman that got arrested in the subway for selling churros. I don't understand. They got these people walking up and down the fucking Cross Bronx Expressway with a box of fucking churros and mangoes. I don't know if they're doing it in protest or if this is like a new fucking thing. It's been a while since I've been on the road. So, this is all new to me now. So, they stop, and people stop and buy this shit. So they stop in the middle of fucking Cross Bronx Expressway. You got tractor trailers and all kinds of shit. Okay? And the wonder why there's traffic in the Bronx. They get the mask on, and they get the churros. Who's buying this shit? I mean, yeah, granted, a churro is nice, but not from some fucking stranger on the side of the Cross Bronx Expressway. Those people they should arrest. They're jamming up traffic. Leave the ones in the subway alone. They're minding their business. But these fucking assholes, just shoot them. Push them off the side of the fucking highway or something. Oh, God. Then when I hit New England, I hit the New England Thruway, and I noticed this new phenomenon happening. I thought at first maybe I was like losing my mind, or maybe it was me, something was going on, but it was happening all throughout Connecticut and Rhode Island. People are purposely driving slow on the New England. You get this? New England drivers are purposely going slow to save gas. I had to stop myself from fucking murdering everyone from Connecticut to Rhode Island. I just wanted to go on a fucking killing spree all throughout the New England states. I wanted to video this, but it was just, I couldn't think straight because the rage. I get the worst fucking road rage. If anyone that's watching this has ever been in a car with me in traffic, usually it subsides as soon as I get out of New York. But once I hit the New England Thruway, my face turned a different color of fucking purple. Okay, because people were purpose. At one point, I had 3 people across 3 lanes doing 20 miles an hour because they didn't want to fucking use up too much gas. And they were probably all Democrats because they all vote fucking Democrat in the New England states. These goddamn mortar of harm, the cocksucking son of a bitches. Scraziad. Next stop, New Jersey. The Jersey Shore, more specifically. Well, any fans of the original Jersey Shore show on MTV? I know, it was like a train wreck, but like it was like one of those train wrecks you couldn't stop watching. And then they have like the spin-off Jersey Shore Family Vacation. They're all in their 40s now. They've gone through rehab. They've had all kinds of fucking problems now. They're married with kids. And you think back to their old shows and you go, how did this disaster now be responsible for a new life? Well, I guess there's still an audience for those original Jersey Shore antics. So the MTV is doing a Jersey Shore reboot. They're calling it Jersey Shore 2.0. I guess now with all this woke shit, it isn't going to be like the same old Jersey Shore where it was just a bunch of Guidos stuck in a house somewhere in Seaside. I'm sure you're gonna have, like, you know, the transgender fucking Guido, Jersey Shore person. You're gonna have, like, different colored people, and, you know, one's gonna be a $3 bill, and the other one's gonna be a fucking, like, you know, carpet muncher. It's gonna be all over the fucking place. It's gonna be a goddamn disaster. Anyhow, the original Jersey Shore cast is not happy about this, okay? They feel slighted, saying that they gave their most vulnerable moments on TV to help out MTV. First of all, they didn't help out MTV. MTV didn't need the help. MTV is MTV, okay? This show made these fucking nobodies famous. And they have no talent, with the exception of Paulie D, who's a good DJ, but the rest of them are all fucking useless, you know? So they feel as though a reboot is disrespectful to their legacy. Please give me a fucking break. First of all, they got paid millions of dollars to do this fucking show. They're still getting paid millions. They're all fucking millionaires. They had no talent. They just got lucky, got on the show, and they fucking hit it big. You know? Their ship came in. So, I mean, they all got paid money to be fucking train wrecks, and they're still complaining. All right? I don't feel bad for these assholes. I just don't even want to know what kind of fucking train. The original Jersey Shore was an accident. Okay, it was like lightning in a bottle, but I mean, we all made fun of it, but we watched it for that reason, because it was like watching a fucking train wreck in slow motion. Same with the Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Not as good, but you get the idea. Next up, Wisconsin. Well, this show, this story really just fucking, it's just beyond, it just goes to show you where this world is going. It's beyond fucking ridiculous. So a 13-year-old kid was accused of sexual harassment in his grade school for using the wrong pronoun. Okay, so 13-year-old Braden Rabidou, who was just this, like, you know, regular, straight, little, fat, nerdy kid, used the wrong pronoun when referring to another classmate. So there was a girl in his class who just decided, just on a whim, you always knew her as a her, on a whim, she decided to be non-binary. So instead of using the pronoun of her, she preferred they, them. Which is fucking confusing, okay? It's not even proper English, okay? This from a guy from Brooklyn who's telling you, it ain't proper English, okay? So anyhow, you know, one minute you're a her, next minute you're a they. I mean, these are 13-year-old kids. So the kid accidentally used the pronoun her instead of they, and this fucking kid went fucking ballistic, and it became a problem. The school got involved. They reprimanded him, and the mother was called, and she was told that you're just as an, you know, just to be aware that we're going to be sending a letter home that we're charging your son with sexual harassment. Now, the poor woman had no idea what the fuck was going on. She's thinking all kinds of things. Now, the mother wasn't too sharp, I'm going to say. I saw her on Fox. It wasn't the fucking brightest bulb in the box. Okay, she said, I was thinking, oh my God, my son must have done something like rape or touching or incest. That's why I said she's not too bright. Apparently, she thought incest was a form of sexual harassment. Clearly, she didn't know what the fuck incest is. I don't know what they're doing in Wisconsin, but incest is not sexual harassment. That's just sick. Okay, so she thought all these fucking terrible things. Turns out, and I don't know why she thought that, but because the kid was on the interview too, and honestly, you know, you can always tell a schmucky kid. This kid said he looked like a fat little nerd. He gets straight A's. He's a good student. I mean, you know, listen, even if he was being a dick, even if he was a fucking bully, you know, being a schmuck, because sometimes kids are assholes. I get it. Listen, you punish him. You give him detention. You make him right. I will call hers, theys like 100 times. You don't fucking charge a 13-year-old kid for sexual harassment, not for something like that. You're gonna ruin this fucking kid's life before it even gets started. This is the kind of fucking world we're living in. First of all, this pronoun shit is confusing, okay? Especially for kids. These poor kids spent over a year learning from home. They don't even fucking know what a pronoun is. Okay, let alone you're gonna change it every other day? Yeah, but the fuck out of here. I really sincerely hope that this kid, I don't know if they got Jews in Wisconsin. You need a good Jewish attorney, kid. If somebody sees this and has any kind of the record, you need a good New York Jewish attorney, okay? Because they're the best. I call a spade, okay? Accountants and attorneys, you always want a good, solid, old school Jew for that, because they'll litigate the fuck out of this thing, okay? I hope to God he's got one. I hope they beat this fucking case. I feel bad for this kid. 13. It's not like I said, even if he was being a dick, you reprimand him. You fucking give him detention, suspend him, whatever. But sexual harassment at 13 years old? Half of these fucking kids don't even know what a dick is. Seriously. Oh, I shouldn't say that. But, you get the idea. Next up, Texas. So, MMA fighter Joel Bauman. Now, first of all, I just want to say something about the MMA. I think MMA fighting is the most absolute ridiculous fucking thing in the world. That's why I don't even count this as part of the sports update. I don't think it's sport. It's basically low-level gay porn. Okay? It's a bunch of guys fucking dry humping themselves all around the fucking octagon. Now, I'm a former boxer. For those of you that don't know, okay, I used to be a Golden Gloves guy. I used to fucking, I without bragging, I did pretty good. Okay? I'll leave it at that. But anyhow, that's a real sport. Boxing. That's always been like my number one thing. Boxing. MMA is bullshit. If I'm gonna watch an MMA fight, I'd rather watch the girls fight, because at least they're vicious. They fucking actually get in there and they'll break some bones. These fucking guys, like I said, it's low level gay porn. They're dry humping each other and whispering where you want to go for dinner. So that said, MMA fighter Joel Bauman, who claimed a technical knockout victory over another fighter, Reese Forrest, on Monday, accidentally admitted to having herpes in his post-fight interview. I guess Reese hit him one too many times in the head and rung his fucking bell. So they're interviewing this guy, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I was tired. I had herpes outbreak the week before." I don't know what the fucking MMA rules are, but I can tell you right now, in boxing, you got to disclose all of that shit. If you got fucking herpes, they're not letting you fight. Okay, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the MMA is about to say, if you got a herpes outbreak on your face and you pop somebody and their herpes blister pops and sprays you with fucking herpes juice, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get fucking herpes. Okay, who the fuck wants to... Holy fucking shit. This is they should strip this fucking guy of any fighting privileges and titles, throw him out of the fucking organization, and then fine him. Okay? If I was this guy, Reese Forrest, or anybody else that fought him, I would sue the fucking MMA for not properly vetting their fucking fighters. They should be doing blood tests. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. It's a fucking life issue. Anyway, next up, Down Under, Sydney, Australia. Well, listen, I read this story and it dawned on me, women are fucking they don't know what they want. Okay, sorry, ladies. I don't disrespect. I think you're all good in your own way, but let's face it, you're a little fucking mixed up. Women always say that men don't communicate their feelings, and then when they do, we're suddenly vilified, like this scenario. So a guy who was dating this chick, okay, she was a little bit on the curvy side, we'll say that, right? And they were dating. They went out a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever. And then, clearly he liked her. And then, they consummated the relationship. So they had a good, a night of fucking, And, afterwards they make it some pillow talk or whatever. And he says, listen, you'd be even hotter if you just lost a little weight. Now, he didn't say she wasn't hot. He just said she'd be hotter. Now, and in my opinion, her weight is not the fucking problem. It's her face. The woman looks mildly retarded. So apparently he fat shamed the mildly retarded woman. So this girl got all bent out of shape that he said that and threw him out. And he called her the next day and he apologized and said, listen, when are we going to hang out again? So apparently he liked her. It's not that he must like mildly retarded looking girls. Like I said, ask for every seat. Not my personal cup of tea, but hey, knock yourself out. I'm sure the guy wasn't, you see what she looks like. I'm sure the guy wasn't the last of the Red Hot Lovers. So, he was probably batting within his range. Listen. Like I said, he didn't say she wasn't hot. He just said, he did her a favor. He's being honest, okay? He was just being honest, and he was trying to help her out. Who knows what the fuck led up to that? Because, you only get one half of the story, okay? She should actually be fucking thanking him. Because, bottom line here, and I'll say it right now. Not everybody looks good with their clothes off. Listen, you meet a chick, you meet a broad, you take her out a couple, 2, 3, you're taking a gamble. Sometimes they look good dressed, and then undressed, it's, and then sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes dressed, they're like, and then you see them naked, you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? So, most of the time it's the other way around. And then nowadays, like I said, and I've said this before, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get. Like, girl's got a nice rack, nice ass, pretty face, and the next thing you know, you get them home, the hair comes off, the eyelashes come off, the fucking breast cutlets come out, there's fucking ass implants that come, you turn around and you're looking at a fucking twig with with teeth. They have these TikTok videos where they show these fucking train wrecks and then they put makeup on. It's like, boom. It's like they completely transform into a completely different person. That's misleading. You knew what you were getting with this broad. You could tell she was, she never really, she didn't turn up a buffet or a sundae every, but it was her face. She looks fucking retarded, okay? He didn't say, you'd be hotter if your face didn't look so fucking retarded. He just said, if you just lost a few pounds, a little weight, maybe he was proposing that they go on a diet together, maybe like a little health journey. Who the fuck knows? But I think this chick overreacted. All the guy was doing was being fucking honest. That's it. All right, last stop, the UK. Right across the pond. So, I found this story particularly interesting. A judge in the United Kingdom ruled that calling a man bald is sexual harassment. So apparently some guy sued another co-worker for calling him a bald cunt. No, they use the word cunt very, very liberally or religiously or judiciously, whatever the fuck adjective you want to use. In London, cunt is like a common word. Here it's like taboo. I personally love the word. I say it all the time myself. So this guy was called this guy's co-worker called him a bald cunt. He didn't have a problem with being called a cunt, but the fact that he was a bald one, that was the issue apparently. So he sued the guy, and being woke, apparently if you're bald and someone points it out, it's sexual harassment. You see why I'm concerned with that? So apparently I have been sexually harassed since 2000, because that's when I decided to shave my head. It's been 22 years. So my question is this, okay? Because you know me, brain's always going. If calling a bald man bald is sexual harassment, what happens if someone forcibly rubs their head? Is that considered to be rape? Okay, because then I've been head raped. I can't tell you how many times. All right, kids, your sports update. Oh, MLB, nothing new and wonderful going on. Yanks and White Sox tonight at 7:05. Mets play the Rockies tonight at 8:40. Phillies play the Dodgers again this week at 7:05. Here's a fun fact. Yankees are in first place. I think they're like 28-10. Mets are in first, and Phillies are in second. And I read this article on Brett Gardner, who I think was released. He was released from his contract, but so the Toronto Blue Jays offered him a very lucrative, I think, 1 year or 3 year deal, and he turned it down. And the reason he fucking turned it down is because when he retires, he wants to retire as a Yankee, not as a Blue Jay, not as anything else. And I gotta tip my hat to that guy. I gave him a lot of shit. Okay, over the course of his tenure. Listen, he was a good clutch player. Not my favorite, but I got to give the guy respect because he's a true blue fucking Yankee. Okay, good for him. Good for you, Brett. Azaluda, this is for you, pal. So I just thought that story merited mentioning. Okay, NHL. Wow, Rangers beat the fucking Penguins Sunday in overtime to advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I couldn't be fucking happier. I was so fucking excited that, I mean, they made it to the second round of the playoffs. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen. Okay? I really didn't. I'll be honest with you. So, you know, making it to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, I don't remember the last time they did this shit. But all that excitement came to a fucking abrupt halt on Wednesday because they got matched up against the fucking Hurricanes, which is the matchup I didn't want. I would have rather see them play Boston because Boston they would have crushed. Okay, Penguins were the harder team between between Boston and Pittsburgh. Penguins were the harder team. So I said if they beat the fucking Penguins and they got to face off against the Bruins, they're gonna fucking run over them. Carolina makes me a little concerned. Okay, because Carolina really is just, I'll say it, they're a little bit better than the Rangers. But, doesn't mean my Broadway boys are out of contention. So, I mean, Wednesday, they dominated for most of the game. I mean, they held Carolina to 13 fucking shots, which is very fucking hard to do. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it was a 1-0 game all the way up until almost the last couple minutes of the third fucking period. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. The Rangers fell apart. Carolina scored, tied the goddamn game. They go into overtime, and it's like New York ran out of fucking steam. And boom, done. Fucking Carolina took game 1 in overtime. I mean, they got their asses kicked up and down the fucking ice for 3 periods, and then all of a sudden they woke the fuck up. So, they have to take either game 1 or game 2 in Carolina if they got a shot at this. Okay, so tonight they play game 2 at 8 o'clock. And I really hope the hockey gods up there are smiling down on us, okay? And my Broadway boys fucking beat the shit out of these assholes. Okay, NBA. Now, I know what you think. Oh, my God, is he going to talk about the NBA playoffs? No, because I don't care. Fucking, the Knicks didn't even have a shot. The Nets aren't in it. The Bulls aren't in it. I mean, I pay attention here and there when it makes me money. But other than that, I really don't give a fuck. But what I'm going to talk about for NBA is Charles Barkley. Okay? One of those NBA legends. One of my favorite fucking basketball players. And I know it's hard to believe. I have other favorites aside from Michael Jordan, and I do, and there's a lot of them. I've been watching basketball a long time. I don't like anybody now, but, these fucking guys, these old-timers I like, and Charles Barkley was one of my old-time favorites. And one of the things about Charles Barkley is he really didn't pull any punches, okay? He just, whatever comes in his head falls out of his fucking mouth. He's like me, no filter. So, they're calling a game. It was, Golden State and Dallas. Okay, they were in San Francisco. And, Golden State Warriors fans do not like Charles Barkley from his playing days. And the fact that he was back in the fucking Mavericks as opposed to Golden State really didn't bode too well with the fans either. So they're doing a live show in conjunction with the game, and all the fucking fans are heckling Charles Barkley, chanting, "You suck." Finally, Barkley fucking snapped. And he gets up and he goes, "Y'all better knock it off. I will come to your house and fuck your mama." Fucking classic Charles Barkley. Love it. Love it. Good for you, Charles. Big Chuck. These are the things that delight me. I'm sorry. All right, kids, on What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about spotted dick. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God. No, it's not an STD. It's actually a traditional English dessert. And no, it's not a chocolate chip dick cookie either. Okay? Get your minds out of the gutter, kids. It's actually an English sponge pudding with currants. or raisins sometimes. It's like a sponge cake. And the reason I mention this because a friend of mine, one of the frequent contributors to the Friday Wrap-Up, actually, thanks, Ginge, sent me I guess she was in the supermarket. She sent me a picture of this can. Heinz makes one, and it just said spotted dick. So I was like, you know what? I gotta use that. So and I've heard of this dessert before. English puddings are not like a fucking like when you say pudding, like we think of chocolate pudding, Bill Cosby, for the pudding pop, but it's more like their puddings are more like a fucking cake. They're weird. They're English, okay? They're not fucking regular people. My question is, how the fuck did they come up with this name? I mean, it's insane. English people call things like weird shit, okay? I know, but like, who looked at this thing as, let's call it a spotted dick? I mean, clearly someone was smoking a funny English fag. Okay, which, Oh, God. Okay, kids, on Right or Racist. We missed that last week, but I got one for you. Mississippi is the least educated state in America, with only 19.6% of their adults having a bachelor's degree, per a 2015 United States Census Bureau data. Well, that's racist. No, Mississippi is just the second dumbest state, barely edged out by West Virginia for this prestigious title. Now, if you think they don't even know what the word prestigious means in either West Virginia or Mississippi, you have very high hopes. I have a bridge I could sell you next. All right, kids, your PSA. Well, I have a lot of pet peeves, as you know. This is one of them. People who rip apart a muffin to eat it. Okay? Like a muffin. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, Sarah, where did you learn how to eat? Okay? At the Chimp Pavilion at the Bronx Zoo? What, do you got the fucking monkey pox? First of all, you look ridiculous. Okay? And then you're making a mess. There's crumbs everywhere. Okay? It's absolutely enraging when you see people do this. When I was at the trade show last week, and there was somebody in the booth next to me. They had muffins, and then she took a muffin and just like started ripping it apart like a fucking chimp. And I'm thinking, and all I could think was, it was just first thing in the morning. We know I'm not a morning. All I could think was, I just wanted to grab my chair and just smack him across the fucking face and say, stop it, okay? Just cut the fucking thing and eat it. Either cut it this way and eat the muffin top and the bottom, or cut it down the side, maybe put a little butter or something. I don't know. Eat it like a fucking regular person. What is the fucking problem? People, mostly chicks, do this because they think it'll be less fattening that way. Well, let me just tell you something. You're all fucking morons, okay? It's cake. It's cake for breakfast. No matter which way you eat it, whether you're picking things off of it, you rip it, you cut it, whatever, it's still fucking cake. It's going to be the same amount of fat and calories no matter which way you go. What are you, a fucking squirrel? Stop it. I also have a little fun activity for you guys. Okay? If you want to have a little fun in your weekend travels, with all what's going on in Buffalo and shit, I'm not going to get into it. But when next time you go into a supermarket, go into the produce section and get one of the plastic bags that you put vegetables in. I'm telling you, this is fun. People could think it's delightful. And you blow it up and pop it really loud. Watch everybody hit the deck. There you go. Makes your shopping trip just a little bit more exciting. That's been your Friday wrap-up, kids. Okay? Stay COVID-less, no mask, don't ask, haters can kiss my ass, and remember, who loves you, babe? Like I said, that's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.